All right. I think we are ready to go. Oh, we. Damn. Wow. All right. I think we are alive and ready to go, right? Just gotta wait for YouTube Studio to activate, which it's deciding if it wants to or not. So let's see what it decides to do. We're gonna get this thing rolling if it decides it wants to play along tonight. All right, there we are. What is going on, everybody? I feel like I just saw you guys about an hour ago. Oh, wait, I did. As we got my second game of the night, as we go from San Diego, California, clear across the country to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As now, to round out my night, we got the UConn Huskies and the UCLA Bruins in the game that I call the CRASHOUT CLASSIC, because two coaches tonight, the two coaches, are notorious for letting the refs hear about it if their team gets a bad call. So yeah, like I said earlier, if one of these coaches gets tossed, I will donate 5 memberships. So yeah, see how that goes. All right, so I gotta do one thing real quick here. Who am I gonna roll with? I'm gonna roll with there. That's my shortstop. I'm actually doing a MLB draft right now for the Sports Fury, so I might be slightly distracted, but overall, I think will be good. So looking at this matchup tonight, of course, UConn coming in out of the Big East, finished second behind St. John's, who already advanced. 17-3 in the conference, 30-5 overall. They are led by Terrace Reed Jr., who averaged about 14 points on about 63.5% from the field, 58% from the line. Not great at the line. Well, he's also getting 9 rebounds on about 6 defensive and 3 offensive boards. And then Demary led the way in assists, about 2 turnovers in about 29 minutes, averaging about 6 assists per game. For the Bruins, Bilodeau, I don't know if he's going to play tonight, averaging about 18 points on about 52% from the field, 87% from the line. If he doesn't play, because I thought I saw he was hurt, if he doesn't play or whatever, then that's a big miss. He's really good. And then Daly leads in rebounds with 6, 4.3 defensive boards, 1.5 offensive boards. And then Donovan Dent, the guy in the thumbnail, averaging about 7.5, almost 8 assists on about 2 turnovers in about 34 minutes per game. Damn near playing the entire game. He's one of those guys. Yeah. He's him. Oh. Oh, damn. All right. So now what have these two teams been through so far? Well, UCLA 4-1 in their last 5. Again, they went 24-11 in overall. In the Big Ten, they finished right around middle of the pack, just ahead of Ohio State. 13-7 in the conference, 24-11 overall. And you look at their season, they actually started off really well. I mean, heading into Christmas, they were 10-3. 10-3. So they were rolling. And then, they really didn't fall into too big of any funk. Of course, they lost to Ohio State. Classic. Now, in the tournament, they beat Rutgers, they smacked Rutgers, they barely beat Sparty, and they lost to Purdue. And then in the tournament, they beat UCF by 4. And then on the flip side, we take a look at what UConn has been through. It's been a tougher road. losing to Marquette before the tournament, and then smacking Xavier, beating Georgetown, and then losing to St. John's, like I said earlier. And then in the tournament, they have beaten Furman by 11. They let Furman stick around and damn near beat them. Dude, I am in this baseball chat right now, this baseball draft for the Sports Fury. B Money and Rocha are just roasting each other back and forth, and it is amazing. It's amazing stuff. Now, historically, for UCLA, definitely been one of the better teams, like historically. Of course, they just joined the Big Ten, but hey, in their 2 years in the Big Ten, they've made it to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Mick Cronin has been there since 2019-2020. Of course, there was no tournament. But they've been pretty good, really, except for 1 year in 23-24 where they went one game under 500. Other than that, they've won 20-plus games. Pretty good. Steve Alford was their coach for a couple years. They had some decent success, but nothing compares to when they had John Wooden. They were winning natties left and right with Wooden. They literally won a national championship every year between 63-64 all the way up to 72-73. They won it every year except for 1 year in 1965-66 when there wasn't a tournament. That's weird. Oh well. What the hell? Okay, but yeah, we are. This start time might be a little later because Tennessee Virginia took a little extra time to get it to end. So we'll see when that game ends or when this game starts. Should be in a few minutes. Now, of course, we take a look at UConn. Historically, of course, they've had some pretty good coaches. Starting off with Jim Calhoun, he was there forever. They had a good ass run going with him. And then Kevin Ollie took over. Some modest success. Won a national championship with him in 2013-14. And they won 2 so far with Dan Hurley. They won back-to-back championships, 22-23 and 23-24. 2 of the better teams we've seen. Last year they lost in the second round. This year they're trying to get past the second round. So we'll see how they end up doing. Okay, let me see who should I pick. I'm gonna start loading up on pitchers now, I think. Man. Who do I go with to pitch for my squad? I'm gonna go Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray. Wobby Way. All right. Oh my God. This dude B Money is roasting the hell out of Rocha in this chat right now. Holy crap. Like, damn, brother. Damn, brother. So that's all there. Okay, so betting odds for this game. UConn is 5.5-point favorites. It went up by a point. And the over-under 135.0, 135.5. And the money line for UConn minus 230 and for UCLA is plus 190. Iowa's up by 6 or so in the second half. So that's fun. Arizona up by 8 late in the first, I guess. Now, what is at stake for each team here tonight? It says on ESPN 9:10 first or 9:10 tip-off. So that'll be fun. Got a 9:10 tip. Winner of this game will move on into the East Regional to face Michigan State. So Tom Izzo will face either Mick Cronin again in a rematch again from the Big Ten tournament, or Dan Hurley. Open your heart, I make you love me. What the hell? Oh, Nerd Club. What the hell are we talking about? All right. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this draft ends right before the game starts, the way people are going in this damn chat. I almost forgot. There's no Cavs game tomorrow. It's on Tuesday. The day I'm supposed to get my cast off. So really, on Tuesday, that could be the first time you guys see my wrist like this without this on it in over a month. All right, let's see. Who should I roll with here? Ooh, Jacob Marcy, the tryhard. I'm gonna go Marcy because he is a tryhard. Marcy, later, baby. You know, guys, I was thinking. Of course, there's no one in the chat, but if you're watching this later, you know what? I'll ask this question. I'm gonna put this on my notes. I'm gonna ask this when there's actually a lot of people in the chat because I feel like I'm talking to the void right now. All right, should I make a movie should I make a YouTube channel where I talk about movies and shows? That wouldn't be bad. That would actually be fun, I think. Dan Hurley, of course, the coach of UConn, talking. He was talking earlier, I guess. Press conference. It's going to be an interesting game, though. Best part is I'll actually be able to read the jerseys, unless, like, you know, UConn's wearing a funky color again or something. I'm not gonna say that. We got about 6 minutes before tip off between UConn and UCLA. And now we also know another matchup as Tennessee will face Iowa State as they beat Virginia by 7. Tennessee, of course, they took down Virginia. They beat Miami, Ohio. They'll face a very good Iowa State team that smoked. I mean, they destroyed Kentucky 82-63. A Kentucky team that barely beat Santa Clara. Now, let's also take a look at this real quick. UCLA in their last game took down UCF. Let's see how they did real quick here. Brian O'Connell, Doug Simmons, and Bart Lennox get the inevitable task of officiating the UConn UCLA game with Dan Hurley and Mick Cronin. Ouch. They're going to get their ears yelled off tonight. So Daly led the way in points with 20. Yeah, it was Xavier Booker with 15, Eric Daly with 20, Trent Perry with 15, Donovan Dent had 10 in 40 minutes. He played the entire game. And Sky Clark, the guy who had his tooth knocked out, he had 8 points. Steven Jamerson, Jamar Brown, Brendan Williams, and Eric Freeney came off the bench. Didn't really do anything. Open my heart, I make you love me. See, I got the damn song in my head now. Damn it. Been listening to some retro ass songs earlier, man. It's been awesome. Had a blast. Oh, a big blast. Oh. Hey, yo. Ayo. Ayo. Okay, who am I going to roll with here? I got 4 bench spots left, and I'm probably going to get a couple pitchers. Yeah. Give me Gabriela Moreno for an extra catcher. I'm going to fill the rest of my spots with pitchers. Probably. Gabriela Moreno. But yeah, just a reminder, there's no March Madness games until the 26th, and I'll be live for at least one of those games and then one on the 27th. Now, I don't know if there's any times for these other games yet. March 27th, Duke St. John's. That's what we do know for sure now. That's the only matchup that's really been decided right now. Florida and Florida and Iowa are in a tight one. 63-61 Florida, 6:33 to go in the game there. Winner faces Nebraska. Made their first ever Sweet 16. Illinois and Houston on the other side. Could you just imagine if we get Nebraska and Illinois? That'd be nuts, but it's probably going to be Nebraska or Florida versus Houston would be a banger. It'd be a banger, man, a banger, absolute banger, man. Oh, it's going to be a banger, though. Big time banger. Big time banger, yeah. Asian one, what the hell, JB Taylor? Banger, man. Not banger. Banger alert. Bitch. Oh, man, I'm going to fill up my roster with pitchers. Yeah. Open your heart. But yeah, in their last game also, UConn faced off against, like I said, Furman. And in that game, as we get ready for the start of this one here in a moment, in that game against the Paladins, Terrace Reed Jr. led the way in points. He went berserk. He had 31 points. Caravan had 22, 12 for Mullins, 9 for Solo Ball. Malachi Smith had 4. Jaden Ross, Eric Ribe, and Alec Millender came off the bench and didn't really do anything. Okay. All right. Got to fill up my... I'm going to go Abner Uribe. There we go. All right. We should be ready to go here momentarily. All right. I think I'm going to transition to my phone now. I only got 3 more spots left. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. Donovan Dent, Terrace Reed, 2 high scorers. See if the other players can show up. Dent, Clark, Perry, Daly, and Booker. Starting 5 for UCLA. UConn was Smith, Ball, Mullins, Caravan, and Reed. Wow. Dan Hurley, 8th season as UConn head coach. He's won 95 and 74. 6th career second round appearance. 5th with UCLA. Well, that's Mick Cronin. 10th career second round appearance for Cronin with UCLA, or 5th with UCLA. His 7th season as the Bruins head coach. Nice and, yeah, casual, no crash outs tonight, please. Those two are going to have their hands full. That's for damn sure. All right, we are ready to go. Let's get it rolling here. Again, if any players get teed up or if any coaches get tossed, I will donate 5 memberships. Okay. We are ready for tip-off. UConn in their white jerseys, UCLA in their baby blues. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's Reed, gives it off. I think this is Malachi Smith. Keep an eye on here. All right. And there's a steal already. Goes up and easy 2. And UCLA is already on the board. Up top. Reed gives it off. Here's a 3. Missed. Fought for, rebounded, kick out. Caravan for 3, missed it. Rebounded again, fought for, wrestled away, and the Bruins come up with it. Iowa up by 1. Xavier Booker with the rebound. Big boy. Yeah, boy. Booker's number 1, Dent's number 2, Clark's 55, Perry's 0, Daly is number 3. Drive, goes right up, and he missed it. Foul. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this, because I really... Oh, you know what? I'm going to move this tab to a new window. There we go. Dent has 2 shots coming up. Foul is on Ball. Solo Ball. First one is good. One more coming up for Donovan Dent. One more. Up and good. $18.48 to go. I'll transfer over my phone in a second. Drive underneath. Lost the ball for a second. Goes out of bounds. Back to UCLA. Off of Braylon Mullins. Couldn't control it. Yeah, Mullins is the guy that has like the flappy top hair. Obviously, Caravan's the much bigger guy. 18:24 to go. And there's a steal. 4-0. Pass inside and the dunk by Caravan. Back the other way comes UCLA. There's a drive, the lob, and the flush in traffic by Booker. $17.43 to go. Up top. Pass to Caravan. Goes to the corner. Good ball move on. Goes inside. Reed goes up on him and he draws the foul. Okay, I'm going to transfer over to my phone here. I got 2 more picks to go. I'm going to exit this draft. There we go. Free throw good. Sky Clark checks out. Eric Freeney enters for UCLA. Just 3 minutes in. Booker, Dent, Perry, Daly, and Freeney on the floor for UCLA. Reed Jr. Floater is good. 14.3 points per game for Reed. Leads the team. About 9 rebounds. Drive right there. It's blocked by Reed, but saved. That's Freeney. Up top. Here's Daly. Daly. Pump fake. A nice pass. Back to Daly. Up and in and out. Brought down by Reed and almost lost it. Up top, Caravan. The lob almost threw it down, and there's a foul. It's on Caravan. Whole lot of physicality going down. So 2 shots for Terrace Reed. Florida up by 1. Free throw number 2 is good, so he makes them both. Here's Dent. Dent against Reed. Pass 3 ball. Good for Donovan Dent. Assist to Freeney. Dent's got 5. Here's Reed. Nice pass cross court. 3. Mullins for 3. I'm sorry, that's Caravan. That's not Mullins. That's Caravan. Caravan, of course. Yeah, that's Caravan. Okay. Drives. Stop. Booker 3. Good. Ooh, wow. Good. Ooh. Yeah. 7 for Booker. Up top. Nice pass. Here's Reed underneath. Kicks it out. Sidestep 3. Missed by Mullins. Back comes UCLA. This is Perry. Gives it off to Dent. Dent against Mullins. Goes up right at him and misses the shot. Brought down. Here comes the Huskies hustling. The hustling Huskies. Underneath. Reed fighting. And he missed it. Back good. It's a foul. Caravan with the hoop and the harm. And Mick Cronin calls timeout. Fouls on Eric Freeney. All right, you know what? Let's watch this other game. This game looks insane right now. I believe it's on TBS. Iowa, Florida. The neighboring channel. All right, so we got 71-68 Florida. UCLA up by 3 in the first. They're in commercial right now. TV timeout. Nice pass. Oh, and they lost the ball. Oh my God. Yeah, Florida can almost put the dagger in UCLA. Iowa right here. Can't even speak. Got 2 games on my mind right now. 1:22 to go. Up and foul. Do, 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 do. Okay. All right. All right then. Oy. All right, so yeah, we should be underway. We're back underway here momentarily. So Jamar Brown has entered for UCLA for Freeney. Here's Silas DeMary, number 2 for UConn, as Caravan makes the free throw. Makes it 14-12. 14-15 left. And a foul already on Ross. He's looking around like, what? Where? Bish, where? Damn. That's funny as hell. Back comes the Bruins, up by 2. Here's Dent. Goes inside. Kicks it out. Daly up, missed it. And it saved by the Huskies. Here's DeMary the other way. Up top. 13:33 to go. Caravan gives it off. 3. No. Rebounded. Back come the Bruins. That was a Perry rebound here. And he double dribble. He chop, 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 chop. Yeah. All right. Wait, did I pick Chase DeLauder already? I think I did, didn't I? In my draft? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. I was kind of worried. I was like, oh man, I hope I did. I think I had somebody ready to pick. Palencia. There we go. No. All right, 14-12 still. Caravan up top. Pass is tipped. Taken away by UCLA, and they got a foul. It's on ball. Ball. UCLA. Braylon Mullins will come back in for a solo ball. Here's Clark, the guy who had his tooth knocked out. Kicks it out to the corner. Here's Williams. Goes right up and he missed it. Put back missed. Rebounded again, but taken away by the Huskies. Goes to the corner. Here's Mullins. Up top, Caravan. Caravan up travel. Dude, my team's actually really good. Holy crap. So anyways, here comes Bruins up. Working. Good defense. Drives. Lost the ball. Got it back. Lost it again, and it's out of bounds. Back to the Huskies. All right. Up top. Drive, kick out to the corner. Caravan. Mullins goes inside. Lost the ball. Eric Ribe couldn't control it. And it's a turnover. Timeout. On the floor. I think it's timeout Huskies. Or UCLA. Who cares? All right, so Iowa has the ball. Down to 8 seconds to go. I guess they reviewed it. No goal. Okay, so it's still down 1-0. God, Blue Jackets, you can't bury a goal past Sorokin? They gave up a goal like in the early minutes, and then they just can't get past Sorokin. Sorokin. 7 seconds. Corner. 3. And with 3.9 to go. Timeout, Florida. Damn. Onions. Shot that from freaking Iowa. That was some onions level shooting right there. My God, they got some balls. Oh, that was Fulgaris. Yeah, Fulgaris. Sounds like freaking Game of Thrones. Judicardis. Fulgaris. Oh, if they take out Florida, that's tough. But there's still 4 seconds to go. Still 4 seconds left. Look at this. Now, see? Diebler, you guys could have drew up a play like that. Now, again, this was in 8 seconds. It took us that long to get up the floor on our end. Bruce Thornton was walking up the floor like there was like 10, 20 seconds left to go. These are the teams making him look stupid with his play call. Should be about 4.5-ish to go. So still, Florida will have plenty of time to get up the floor. Now this will tell me a lot right here. We had 4 seconds, around this amount of time to get up the floor, and it took us, we couldn't even get to half court. But then again, they're only down 1. They don't really need a 3. They just go for a 2 and win the game. Are we going to see a number 1 seed bounced? The defending champions? They got to go full court. And they have no timeouts either. But Iowa's going to call their last timeout. Timeout, Iowa. 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 I don't know what the heck's going on with me right now. Wow. Damn. Iowa's fans talking a lot of shit for a team competing for the same spot as us. Oh, is that a Rangers fan? Rangers fans. I saw some Blue Jackets fans in the city today, and we told them we hope they beat the Islanders. Yeah, we're getting goalied today, man. Freaking Sorokin's looking like a damn brick wall. Yeah, they can't beat him. It happens, though. So Eric Daly is back in for UCLA. I'll get back to that game in a second. I just got to watch the ending of this game because this is the #1 seed possibly going down to freaking Iowa. We might be getting Iowa, Nebraska in the Sweet 16. Someone said on Twitter they should have a ceremonial punt to start the game off. A ceremonial punt just for the heck of it. So here we go. Florida to inbound it. Got to go full court here. All they need is a 2. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Goes up. Oh, he lost it. And that's game. Florida goes down in the round of 32. They didn't even get a shot up. Okay, I liked what they did, but they didn't even get a shot up. Damn. It's like, in order to score, you got to put a shot up, They didn't even get a shot up. We're going to get Iowa, Nebraska in the second round. I mean, in the Sweet 16. Huh? Big Ten rules, except for us, because we stink. Freaking Diebler. Thanks, Diebler. Diebler. Harris Reed is back in for Ribe. And it's saved in the corner. And it goes almost out of bounds. That one goes out of bounds this time. Yeah, down goes Florida. Iowa, #9 seed, takes down Florida. So that's one #1 seed down. It'll be Iowa, Nebraska in the Sweet 16 of all things, of course. Because, of course, freaking Iowa. We beat Iowa in the regular season, I believe, right? It was in the we beat Iowa in the Big Ten tournament. That's right. Yeah, we beat Iowa. That's tough. Yeah, Ohio State beat Iowa. We were smoking them by 16 and only won by 3 because well, that and the fact that Iowa literally just got hot. Steven Jamerson and comes out for Xavier Booker. And then for UConn, Malachi Smith is back in for Demary. Caravan, Reed, Mullins, Smith, and Ross for UConn. Booker, Dent, Clark, Daly, and Brown for UCLA. Here's Dent. Walking around, Dent up top. Dent, step back, good defense. Really good defense. Daly, nice pass, and a slam by Booker. Booker's a big dude. Oh my God, too. He looks like a football player. God. Carapan! One of the last remnants of the national title team from a few years ago. A lot of those players have moved on elsewhere, mostly NBA or other leagues around the world. Here's Dent. Gives it off. Pass inside. Whoa, goes up. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a dumb turnover. Back comes the Huskies. Goes to the corner. 3. No good. Brought down. Back comes the Bruins. They're racing up the floor. Pass. Kick out. Here's Daly. Drives. Oh, blocked and then sent out of bounds. Terrace Reed was like, not on my watch, kid. Wow, that's crazy. Florida goes down. They get all the way to the basket, but they can't put up a shot. That's tough. All right, here comes UConn. Down by 5. 9 minutes to go in the first. Here's Reed. Looking around. Gets it off. Pass to... Oh, look at this. Look at those moves these guys are putting on. Damn. Goes inside. Reed goes up and missed it. Saved by Reed. Kick out. 3. No. Brought down. Here comes the Bruins. They're racing up the floor. 2-on-1. And goes up and swatted off the backboard. Araban. Oh, he missed it. Reed. Hook shot. Airballed. Oh my God, dude. Damn. Rebounded by Williams. Here's Dent. 8:13 to go. Dent. Gets it off. Inside. Here's Booker. Dent. Left wing side. Goes to the corner. Clark. Dent. Clark Dent. Sounds like a freaking superhero. Drives. Goes up. And he missed it. Clark Dent is like a wannabe version of Clark Kent. Here's a drive. Goes up and got it for 2. Malachi Smith. Yeah, the freaking Blue Jackets out here getting goalied out here, man. Stonewalled by freaking Sorokin. It happens a lot. We don't do that to other teams usually a whole lot, though. Merzlikins especially. Greaves will do that to you. He has to be on point, though, which he has been pretty good. Ben McCollum, first year, and they get to a Sweet 16. But yet we have to sit and wait with freaking Diebler for 3 years. People are so pissed right now. It's honestly hilarious. Oh yeah, they lose 1-0. They got goalied. They really got stonewalled by Sorokin. 3rd time this year. Wow. No, they get mad. We still got 3rd place in the Metro. That's a bummer though. Rick Pitino? Wow. But how about that? We got a #1 seed going down. Florida lost to Kentucky. Damn, we got an Iowa, Nebraska Sweet 16 matchup. Iowa versus Nebraska. Oh well. So coming out of the TV timeout here, see what happens. Been a fun first half so far. But it really took 2 rounds for a number 1 seed to get bounced by freaking Iowa of all teams. A team that Ohio State was beating the crap out of in the Big Ten tournament. Funny enough, Ohio State got smoked by Iowa in the regular season. In Iowa. So Malachi Smith will exit for Silas DeMary. Sky Clark will exit for UCLA for Trent Perry. Number 0. So Booker, Dent, Perry, Brown, and Williams for UCLA. Up the floor. Here's UConn, Reed, DeMary. Good ball movement. Cross court, Caravan, Ross. 3! Got it, and 1! For Jaden Ross. That was like a James Harden level move right there. Quick trigger 3. Draws the foul as well. Ties the game with a chance to take the lead. Foul is on Jamar Brown, his first. Arizona beating Utah State. That's not surprising. Not surprising at all. Free throw is missed. Jamar Brown exited for Sky Clark, by the way. Big Sky Clark, number 55 up there in the top. Got the big hair, too. Yeah. Goes to the left side. Here's Dent to Clark. Clark gives it off. Here's Perry. Gets fouled. .6:27 to go. Here's Perry. Working against Smith, I believe. Yeah. And so, what's... There's a foul underneath. Hurley's like, what? He bumped him. He bowed him in the face. Foul is on Reed. Rich, if this game is close, I would not be surprised if someone gets teed up at the end. Don't be surprised. Someone actually called this game the Dickhead Bowl on Twitter. That's hilarious. This is the first one. Reed will exit. Williams shooting one more free throw. Ribe is in for UConn. Free throw is good. So Caravan and Ribe are the big guys in the middle. 21-20 UCLA leads. 6:10 and counting. Here's Ross. Oh, I'm sorry, Smith. That's Smith. Yeah, Ross has got the longer hair. Okay, I see it now. There's Ross. Yeah, Ross is got the braided thing going. Smith has the longer hair, I believe. I think DeMary's out there as well. Oh, Ball's number 1. Smith is 0. Ross is 3. And Ribe's 12. Okay. Yeah. Ball's out there. Solo Ball, number 1, of course. Gotta get it in. Oh, almost stolen. Ross saved it. Ross for 3. Good. 5:58. 5:50 to go. 23-21. Dent inside. Up. And he missed it, but a foul. It's on Eric Ribe. Looks like Solo Ball will be entering, or no, exiting for Malachi Smith. Coming back in. Brandon Williams shooting 2. First one good. Second one is good. Reed on the bench. Here comes the Huskies. Looking around. Gets it off. 3! Oh, he missed another one and another foul. That's on Dent. Dent. Here comes the Bruins up the floor. Dent. Looking to get a screen or shake off his defender. Kicks it out. Left open. 3. Good for Xavier Booker. Look at the big man shooting threes. He's 4 for 4 from the field. Dent has 5 and 4. 5 points, 4 assists already. Pass inside. Spins. Oh, nice move. Moves up and got it. Ooh, Ribe. Ooh. Get the sauce out. Damn. Those are the kind of moves that you do like when in your subconsciousness and you're like, how did I do that? But hey, good move though. Here's Dent. Forces a switch. Misses the 3. Rebounded easily. That's Mullins. Reed's still out of the game. 28-26. Drive. Pull up 2. Good. For Braylon Mullins. Wow, look at the crowd. They're going crazy. Goes up. Got it. For Dent. Dent's got 4 assists. 7 points. Drives baseline underneath and the dunk by Ribe. Getting contributions from everybody right now. Here comes Dent walking it up. Booker, Dent, Clark, Perry, Daly for the Bruins. Dent. Keep an eye on Perry in the corner. Kicks up. Ooh, he's had the and 1, but he does get 2 shots. Foul is on Caravan. Timeout on the floor. Call TV timeout. All right. Yeah, the Blue Jackets tonight got goalied. They got stonewalled by freaking Sorokin. You know how locked in our goalie has to be to stonewall every single freaking shot taken? Jake Diebler would have drew up a Tilly 3. Facts. What? Well, the 12-game point streak comes to an end tonight. Damn. Getting goalied in the game without a power play to lose by 1 goal in the end. Second half of a back-to-back, yeah. There was a back-to-back too. So, it is what it is. To no showing. I mean, they weren't no showing. They just couldn't get past Sorokin. That's tough. Don't worry, Florida fans. At least you have football. Yep. Now they have the entire spring to talk about football and how Sunbelt Summerall going to have them back in the promised land, right? Yeah, all right, buddy. Big Ten, 13-2 record. Of course, Diebler and Wisconsin are the only 2 losses so far in the Big Ten. Head coaches wearing suits are 11-8. Strong seeds start sobbing. 9 Iowa Shocks reigning champs. Only 9 upsets entering today. 3 most recent games. Wow. And it's been some close ones too. Santa Clara almost taking out Kentucky. That's probably one of the closest. How about Vandy last night? Dude, Utah State only down 9 to Arizona. Caravan is checked out. Jaden Ross is back in for UConn. Booker is out, and Jamerson has returned for UCLA. Trusha is coming up for Dent. .314 and counting here in the first. Closing in on halftime. First free throw is good. One more coming up for Dent. And it's good. Coach Cronin pacing the sideline for UCLA. Remember when he told a player to get the heck out of here and sent him to the locker room earlier in the year? He's very disciplinarian. Yeah. You kind of want that in a coach. You know, it takes no bull crap. A lot of movement. 3 ball. Good for Mullins. Silky smooth. Wow. 5 points for Mullins. Here's Dent. Drive. A little bit of a bump. And almost stolen. Goes out of bounds. Coach Hurley. As Xavier Booker returns for Jamerson. Two fouls on Ball, 2 on Reed, and 2 on Caravan. Ball's 1, Reed's 5, of course. Caravan's 11. Those guys are almost doing most of the scoring, it seems like. Dent kicks it out. Here's Perry. Perry works inside. Got it for 2. Nice shot. Right past, I think that's Ribe. Yeah, that's Ribe. DeMary coming around. Trying to get free. Gets it off. Tipped. Ribe out of bounds. It'll stay with UConn with 7 on the shot clock. And we're going to call timeout. Yeah. Timeout, UConn. They're going to get reorganized, I guess. Oh, man. The thing about these coaches, though, yeah, they like to, crash out, but they're also very good strategists. I'm sure they can cook up a nice game plan for the second half for adjustments. Ugh. Basketball is a very humbling sport. Oh, dang, that's tough. My friend on Twitter is a Kentucky fan. He's loving that. He's like, oh, y'all Florida fans trolled us for losing. Look at y'all. You lost to Iowa. That's so tough. Utah. No, damn it. Kentucky and Florida both lost to an Iowa school. What if we get Iowa State, Iowa in the freaking national championship? Cyhawk for all the marbles? Oh, could you just imagine that? That'll take a lot to happen. Imagine Cyhawk in the Natty. Ooh, damn, that would be showtime. Okay, so they're showing the highlight from the Iowa game earlier. Iowa taking down Florida. So we got Iowa, Nebraska on Thursday. Might have to stream that game, honestly. Just because the inner Big Ten in me wants to stream that game. That means we're going to, no matter what, have a Big Ten team in the Elite Eight and also a Big Ten team that's going to lose. Utah State only down by 7. 8:12 to go. Inbound goes to Ribe. Goes inside. Mullins kicks it out to the corner. Goes up. And he missed it again. Ooh. Booker with the rebound. Here's Perry. Perry. Working against DeMary. Got Ribe on him. Drive. Oh, that's a hard foul. Blocking foul. That's on Silas DeMary Jr. Right there, yep. Free throw is up and good. Brandon Williams is back in, as is Stephen Jamerson for UCLA. Texas Tech and Alabama are about ready to get underway in a few moments. One of the last games of the night. Actually, the last game of the night. Free throw number 2 is missed. Ball, Reed, and Caravan each have 2 fouls. 35-33. Underneath, kick out, drive, stop. Ross goes over. Mullins, deep three is good. He hit that from St. Joe's University. I'm out. UConn. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I thought he was gonna. I thought, what the heck is he doing? But he was running up to this. I thought, what the heck's going on? Is there a fight? But no, he's just running up to Mullins. Wow. All right. Deep ass. That was Curry range. Wow. That's my. I thought there was a fight or something, but no, he was just running up there like, that's my boy. Yeah. Like, damn you, Hurley. Had me thinking there was a fight or something. The way he ran up to him, I thought, what the heck's going on? But no, it was just him getting hyped. 38-33 UConn. FYI, I'm not going live tomorrow. There's nothing to go live for, so I'll be live on Tuesday for Cavs and Magic. Hornmageddon. That was our first regulation loss in a very, very long time for the Blue Jackets, too. They got goalied. Freaking got stymied by freaking Sorokin. He always does it to us, I feel like. It's always the damn New York goalies that stymie us the most. I don't get it. And it gets tipped out of bounds. That's by DeMary. Trying to do a kick out to the corner as Daly returns. 37 seconds to go. Daly's back in for UCLA. He's the one that turned it over. Here's a drive. Stop. Goes up, and he turned it over again. 22 seconds to go. No shot clock. They can go for the final shot of the half. Ten seconds. Inside. Ross. Ribe. Oh, he traveled. Moved his feet without dribbling. They're going to take him out. And ball returns for the final 3 seconds of the first half. Good defense by Booker. Inbound on the baseline. Almost stolen. 2 at the buzzer. Oh, it almost went in. Oh, boy. That almost went down. And after 1, it is 38-35 Huskies. Pretty entertaining first half, not gonna lie. No crash outs yet. All right. With that, let's go to the box score. Oh, Utah State down by 5. Let me turn that game on. True TV. All right, bet. Bet then. It's weird, it says Hoosiers, but yet we're getting Arizona. Huh. Wow. So for UCLA, leading scorer is Booker with 12. 9 for Dent, 4 for Clark, 3 for Perry, 2 for Daly. Off the bench, only Brendan Williams has any points with 3. For the Huskies, it's 11 for Caravan, 8 from Mullins, 4 for Reed, and 2 from Malachi Smith. Ball has not scored. He's only played 7 minutes with 2 fouls. Jaden Ross has 9 off the bench with 2 fouls, and then Ribe has 4. Overall, though, UCLA, 10 of 22 from the field, 45%. 3 for 5 from 3, 60%. And 10 of 12 from the line, 83%. 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, and 8 defensive boards with 7 fouls. And then for UConn, 12 of 26 from the field, 46%. 6 of 14 from 3, 43%. To go along with 8 of 9 from the line, 89%. 15 boards, 8 assists, 9 turnovers, 6 steals, 4 blocks, and 10 fouls. And there you go. That's all for that. Oh, 58-51. Damn. Utah State not going away. Oh, wow. San Diego, they're going crazy right now. They saw that Kansas game and they're like, hey, we got something for you too, Buckaroo. Oh, you missed it. Got it though. Put back. Wow. That's Krivas. 54-60. 6 minutes to go. 10 of 23 from the field for Utah State. Wow. All right. But how about that game over there in that Iowa game? Holy crap. It's so funny. There's like nobody in the chat, so I'm just literally talking to myself, but I don't really care. I mean, people might be watching. You never know. Paolo made an initial hand-on ball contact illegally, blocking LeBron's layup attempt. Last night. Wow. Right there. All right. Mercer, state champion. 5-star Ohio State prospect. Possibly Ohio State target too. It took 4 seconds. We have Diebler and the entire country is laughing at us. Probably that into going on all-time program heater and getting to the Sweet 16. Diebler would have drew up a Tilly 3. Oh my god, yeah, he would have been, oh, what I'm doing. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Diebler. Like, you look at how these other teams are doing, and it's like, man, we could have had Calipari, man. That would have been like the Buckeyes hiring Urban Meyer. You know? But no. They wanted to keep Diebler because of a nice little run that he went on for a couple weeks after they got rid of Holtman. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Got ourselves a damn good game going on here, and both of these games actually are really, really good. Not gonna lie though. So Texas Tech and Alabama are now underway. So every game is now officially underway now or done. Ba-da-da, 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 ba-da-da. If you're just, tuning into March Madness, Florida, the defending champions, are done. They're gone. They're finito. Season over. See you next winter. They actually made some good moves, in the offseason, brought in some stud players, and they get bounced by Iowa. Little old Iowa. Tough. That's tough, man. Merriman has 3. Allen has 3. Wow, that's a lot of guys on Utah State with 3 fouls. And they're down by 4. 5:55 to go for Arizona against Utah State. Arizona trying to be another number 1 seed that doesn't fall. Wow. Shit. Oh wow, foul and one. Ooh. Wow, 7-point lead. 6 for 26 from three. Damn, Utah trying to make it rain from three. Utah State has shot 26 threes. That's some NBA level numbers. Oh, there's a steal. Oh, three. Oh, damn. Make it rain on him. Make it rain on him. Make it rain on him. Ah, they're just let it rain threes on Arizona. It's raining against Arizona. Arizona doesn't know how to deal with rain. Here's Arizona. Drives, almost blocked. Gets the basket. It's like 4.5 minutes to go in this game, though. Bradley was 17. This is the second free throw. Got his own miss, though. Stepped out. Utah State ball. Oh, man. Easy like Sunday morning. Okay. Wow. 5-point lead for Arizona. Got 3.5, 3.5, barely over 3.5 minutes to go. Easy like Sunday morning. Foul again. Damn, dramatic slide. Dramatic slide. But yeah, we're just waiting on this other game to finish up. Watching some Utah State, Arizona right now. Wow. The DW call and the packed grandstands at Darlington. Man, Darlington, what a spot. And easy life Sunday morning. Okay. Should be a very fun second half in this UConn game.
This is time to make fresh healthy. Organic, we are fresh, shipped fresh, and crafted into recipes that developed and protein because $4 deserves fresh, healthy ingredients.
Oh God.
The burger cool chicken, and it ain't smashed into water. Eat a drink just $6. One burger, eating with try to side all in there and smash and look $6 today. Our community share one heartbeat, but when disasters strike, that heartbeat stops.
All right.
Steps in to help bring it back. Restoring land property.
Okay, so what is there to really talk about? Nothing really. It's tough because there's nobody in the chat. Otherwise, I'd be talking my ears off. So I'm just hanging out here. Next stream will be on Tuesday for the Cavs and the Magic. The Iowa-Nebraska Sweet 16 game will need security like a soccer derby in the Balkans. Oh, we missed it. Damn. Damn. Easy life Sunday morning. You guys are having a good night, though. Late night for us tonight. Corn sweat. Ugh. Corn. Corn alert. Corn alert. Corn. Holy corn. $60 feet.
Temporary stop the flight. It's willow time. Yeah.
Everybody got a choice. Is Diablo a good coach? Nope. Do you want him fired? Yep. Did you want Calipari? Maybe. Yup. Is Ohio State a basketball school? Nope. Not right now. Can they be? Yup. Hmm. Madison Booker 40 ball versus Oregon for Texas. Damn. Yeah, she smoked Oregon. Woo. Crushed them. Cooked them. Whatever term you want to use. Okay, so we are just about ready for resumption here. Let me get stupid mouse needs to freaking move. There we go. God, get over there, piece of crap. Freaking mouse does not want to behave today. There we go. Caravan is back in with Terrace Reed. You get the other substitutions as well. But yeah, Booker, Dent, Clark, Perry, Daly for UCLA. Caravan, Reed, Mullins, Ball, and Smith for UConn. 45% from the field for UCLA, 46 for UConn. UCLA only shot 5 threes. They're just attacking the paint. Yeah, Utah State faded. They're down by 9 now. Alabama beating Tech 20-9. Wow. Hmm. 5-point lead for UConn starting the second half. Be right back, guys. I gotta turn off my fan or turn it down a little bit. There we go. Okay, I didn't turn it off. I just turned it down. There we go. All right, here we go. 38-33. Goes up and got it for Perry. 40-33. Back comes the Huskies. See if they got a response in them. Ball. Gives it off. Mullins. Here's Reed. Inside. Turned it over. Dent takes it away. Dent to Perry. Daly for 3 is missed. I'm sorry, Booker missed it. Not Daly. That was Booker. Mullins with the rebound. 3. Missed again. Rebounded. This is Sky Clark. Big guy. Big guy Sky. Yeah. Dang. Dang. Inside. Nice pass up and in for Daly. Smith. Caravan. Bricks it off the front rim. Saved, but then taken by Perry and got a whistle. Foul on Braylon Mullins.
first down. Yeah, really good. This is the kind of start that UCLA was looking for. That's a fully extended dive there. Sergeant Daly and Barry blocked in the first half. And he had the first 2 buckets of the second half of the Bruins.
Here's Perry to Dent. 38-37. Perry drives. Step back. I got foul. It's on Mullins, and that's what, number 2 already.
In the first half.
Inbound. Clark got it. A 6-0 run to start the second quarter or second half for UCLA. Ball. Here's UConn. Smith dancing around. Do something with it. Caravan drives up, missed it, but a foul. It's on Xavier Booker. His first. Two shots for Caravan. Free throw is good. One more up for Caravan.
The 76ers lead has opened up his practice one. It was more serious than we thought, guys. It was a shift. It was a nerve exposed and
oh. Wow. Drive up. Dent missed it off the side. Here comes the Huskies the other way, trying to take advantage. And there's a near turnover. It is a turnover, I believe. Or it almost was. You know what I'm going to do? Watch this. Okay? Watch this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to maneuver this so I can see everything. Okay, there we go. 3! No. This would be better. Wait, hold up. I can probably move it a little bit further down. Got it. There we go. Okay, let me watch this. This way I'll be able to see everything. There we go. I'm going to do this so I can see everything. There we are. Okay. Now I can see the 5 on the floor and everything else. 42-42. Kick out. 3! Missed. I can see everything now. All 5 who's on the floor and everything. No more guessing from me. Mullins drives, and he lost the ball. It jumped out of his hands. He's not happy with himself, as you can imagine. Like, relax. Still, it's no big deal. It happens. Caravan has 15. I think I'm going to do this from now on. Here's Dent. Inside. Daly lost the ball. Out of bounds. Husky ball. Yep, UCLA ball. Got timeout.
2016. The emotions are running high. Here's another tip from the Shaggy. How to run a fast break. How many sprint goes to happen overnight? But it can happen the same day. If you want to call a ball on the field.
What is this? Oh.
Checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check who was behind me at the game. Dude, she just pointed at me. Checking Allstate first was the right move. Checking who was sitting behind me was unworking. Yeah, check Allstate first. You can save hundreds. Go Bruins. Go Bruins.
Pick the latest Galaxy for $0 at Verizon, and you circle the search with Google to swipe a whole new book. So hot.
Yeah.
Now at Verizon, get the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra for $0. No trade-in needed.
You'll look those two.
Oh, God.
Let me see you guys basketball. Come on.
Logan Paul.
Really? Think it's impossible to have the best.
Damn.
Rethink how you access MVPs for your portal. I'll take this team. Great call, coach. No kidding. 100 innovative companies, all in one ATM. Invesco and QV.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's lucky.
This is Jamie Earl Tournament update. Arizona avoids first out on seed holding off on points. TU top 18 off the game with the fuel and final.
Furries for 3. Arizona wins. Yep. Ooh. Cats and Razorbacks next week. That'll be fun. A-Cuff versus Furries. Furry. On the floor, it's Booker, Dent, Clark, Perry, Daly for UCLA. Caravan, Reed, Mullins, Smith, and Ross for UConn. And they come back right to a Daly layup. 44-42 UCLA. Very clean game, too. Somewhat clean, I guess. Caravan. Drive up. Almost got swatted. Got the bucket. Good defense. Smith with the assist. 17 for Caravan. Here's Dent. Dent against Caravan. And we got a foul on Ross away from the ball. 15-10 to go here in the game. Probably got like another, 5 or so TV timeouts to go along with the other regular timeouts. Silas DeMary is back in for UConn. Number 2. Ross will take a seat. DeMary guarding the inbound. Oh, Clark traveled. Smith got him to bail on the shot. You can't do that. Here's Reed. DeMary. Caravan in the corner. Reed lost the ball out of bounds. Back to UCLA. He's like, come on. Here's Dent. Up top, back to Dent. Drive, Perry, pull up, missed. Rebounded by number 3. 3-ball. Daly is an air ball. Offensive foul. It's on Daly. Probably a loose ball foul. That is on Daly. His second. Smith will check out and Ross returns. And Perry will exit in favor of Eric Daly. Or no, Eric Daly's out too. For Brandon Williams and Eric Freeney. Number 8 and 5 are now in for UCLA. DeMary gives it off. They're passing around Mullins. Up top. DeMary. Corner. Caravan goes up. And he missed it. Tip is also missed. Tip again is missed. And the third time's the charm for Caravan. 19 points for Caravan. Ooh. And you got a foul. Dent went down. I'm sorry, it's not Dent. That's actually Clark who went down. Foul's on DeMary. Demery, 2. Oh, right there, right? Ooh, right in the upper face area. Ew. Officials are looking at it. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a hard hit. Oh. Huh. I don't see anything there. I just see him running into him. I don't see really anything malicious. It's not like he ran up to him and threw a bow in his face. An elbow. Sadie Sink says that her role in Spider-Man Brand New Day is the most zen she's ever felt on a project. Zendaya, I get it. Zendaya, oh my god. Wow. He would have had 3 rings if his ass would have just looked at the clock. Oh my god. Cena, I love it. Stopped to take pictures with kids and completely ignored the autograph resellers. That's awesome. Clark misses. Here comes the Huskies on the rebound. That's nice. Oh dear. Williams with a foul. Sheesh. Offensive foul, turns it over. Here's Mullins. Drive, runs into a wall, pull up 2. Good. 48-44 UConn. 10 points for Mullins. Winner, I believe, will face Michigan State. Yeah. Ball goes out of bounds. Another turnover. Trent Perry returns for Donovan Dent.
That's not a good pass. So the Bruins average just under 9 turnovers a game and 10 tonight, including 3 in their last 5 trips. And Steve, without Bilodeau,
Bilodeau's out. That's right. Kicks it out. Caravan. 3. The big man hitting daggers. He's got 22. Timeout UCLA. Dude, Caravan, man. This kid's crazy. Last year, you know, before he was, 2 years ago, he was sharing it with Klingen. Now he's out here taking over.
so many eyes.
Dove Clinical Plus Care is for the girls.
All right.
Hot flash sweat. First toast sweat.
51-44 UConn. Timeout. UCLA. Turn this down a little bit. I don't know how my fantasy teams are doing. I haven't really looked. So they have Clark, Perry, Jameson, Williams, and Freeney on the floor for UCLA. Cronin's using his bench. And then Caravan, Reed, Mullins, Smith, and Demery on the floor for UConn. I believe the winner of this game faces Sparty in the next round. Yeah, tomorrow starts another new week. Fun. Just a reminder, I will be live on Tuesday for Cavs and Magic. That'll be the next stream I do. Nothing tomorrow. And then again, Tuesday I'll be live for Cavs Magic. And then what would it be? Thursday? The 26th, I'll be live for a game, March Madness, and then 27th, I'll be live for March Madness early, possibly, and then Cavs at the end. Cavs that night. And then on 25th, I'll be live for the Cavs and Heat too, by the way. Yeah, I'll be doing both Cavs and Heat games most likely.
Let's take a look at the Capital One rewarding performance. I'll tell you what, the bench has really been playing tonight. Jaden Wallace, really long, and then Calvin, obviously the captain, he's been started for 4 years, has been terrific in this game. I think if somebody told Danny Hurleys and Terrace Reed or Solo and Silas Stanford that we would not have a pass game, he'd have gone crazy. And Mick Cronins would have done well. We're going to be in good shape. Here.
Daly is back in with and Booker are back in for UCLA. Booker, Clark, Perry, Daly, and Freeney for UCLA in the game. Alabama beating Tech 37-19. Drives up and missed it. And it goes out of bounds back to UConn. Another timeout. Be right back, guys. Foot snaps. Yeah. I feel like I feel my stomach already starting to growl. Gotta put something in there to get my stomach to shut up. Otherwise, my stomach will start barking like a damn dog. Like, feed me, damn it. Hey, hey, man. You're forgetting something. Yo. That's all I need. Right? Yeah. Freaking love these Mott's fruit snacks. They're amazing. Not sponsored, obviously.
This is the work of a clearly calculating assessor and official in every sense. This is the best
Wow.
bakers I've ever seen.
The Ultimate Baking Championship. Damn. It's a 9-0 run for UConn. (13-11) second quarter for UConn as well. So here comes the Huskies. Smith up top. Got by Dent. The lob inside. Reed gets it. Repositions himself. Hook shot. Good. That's his first field goal. 6 points for Terrace Reed. Pull up is missed. That's tough. Tough miss for Booker. Yeah, Dent is in, by the way, for UCLA. It just updated. Here's Smith. Smith, right wing side. Almost turned it over. Corner three is missed. Rebound and a foul. It's on UCLA. Ribe will check in for Reed. Foul is on Perry. His second. Three, good. Oh, wow. Deep three. That's Caravan. He's got 25. Wow. I got a foul on the floor. Mullins being a little too aggressive. Why did this Stranger Things account tweet this out? Breaking news. Actor Joe Keery, known for his role as Steve Harrington in Stranger Things, has been accused by several coworkers of being an extremely kind and talented human being. You know how many people probably saw this and had a damn near heart attack? I mean, come on, be pulling that kind of crap. Here's Dent dancing around with it. Caught by Ross. Drive, stop, goes up, missed it completely. We got a whistle. Follows on Ross. You know what's crazy? So I was just randomly thinking about this, right? Reading that tweet. And I just can't stop thinking about how Jerry Trainer would like protect the kids on iCarly when they were doing their stuff. Because Dan Schneider was a weirdo. Now, obviously, I'm not saying like the Duffer Brothers are like Dan Schneider. They're nowhere near that bad. Not even close. They actually seem like they cared for the kids. But you gotta be careful when you have child actors on some of these freaking weirdo freaking directors and such. Because they can be weird. At least, they had like elder, teens on the set with them. Keeping an eye on them. Because let me tell you something. Someone tries to get weird with a freaking child actor and I'm on set, I'm kicking that person's ass. I don't even care. Like, you don't mess with these freaking kids. Right? Parents are... Of course, the parents are always there, too. So we got a turnover. Traveling on Caravan. 56-46. Clark. Dancing around with it. Can't find anybody. Here's Perry. Perry. Kicks it out. Wide open in the corner for three. Is good by Daly. Timeout. Yeah, Steve Harrington seemed like another, not Steve Harrington, Joe Keery. Really, really cool dude to, be with, I'm sure. The only thing is, I can imagine the Duffers probably had a hell of a time getting those kids on task when they were younger. Because again, they're kids, like they're barely like middle school age. They're on set probably fooling around, goofing off, and you're like, come on, kids, we got to get this scene done. Let's go. Come on. Lock in here. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever, if anyone's watching this. I don't even know. Not like it matters. There's a freaking documentary out talking about Dan Schneider. It's called, was it Quiet on Set? All that craziness that happened at Nickelodeon over the years involving sus activities with like Drake, the actor Drake Bell. That stuff is messed up. I'm like, damn, that stuff actually does happen though. You just don't hear about it. Nine minutes to go approaching. 7-point lead for UConn. Good defense. Demary. Inside. Kick it out. 3-ball. No good by Ball. By Ball. Ball. Here's Dent. Kick it out. Booker works inside on Reed. Up and he missed it. Here's Ball. So this is Demary. Yeah. There's Ball for three. No. Brought down and saved by Reed. Hustle. Ball. 3. Missed. This one is brought in by Perry, who goes down, taking bodies with him. Daly, land one. Wow. Spiro Diaz is also very underrated when it comes to calling games. I love when our commentator gets excited. They get loud. I love it. I love it, man. Braylon Mullins returns. And Eric Freeney returns for UCLA. Clark. 7-0 run. All right. Free throw is good. They're going to bring in Williams for Daly. Bruins faithful traveled across the country. Wow. Down by 4. Smith gives it off to Mary. Inside, Reed up and in for 2. You see, there's Jamerson, number 24. Reed is, Freeney's number 8. Williams is number 5. They didn't even register Jamerson's even in the game. Didn't even, acknowledge that. Corner for 3 is missed. Hustle, saved by Williams. Gives it to Dent. All alone with the dunk. That's Jamerson. They don't even have him in the freaking 5 right here. That's crazy. 58-54. Another banger on deck. Hey, I'm down for that. I'm down. Here's Caravan. He's got 25 tonight. Reed. Oh, travel. Malachi Smith traveled. Timeout. Bruins on a 10-2 run. Down by 4. Wow. Yeah, buddy. I'll be live on Tuesday, of course. Winner of this game faces, I believe, Sparty in the Sweet 16. So it's pretty cool. We get, another battle of possibly historic programs in basketball. Sparty, of course, has a storied history with Tom Izzo. And then, these two teams, obviously, as well. The whole East region is just a whole bunch of storied programs. And Ohio State. Well, no, Ohio State's a storied program in college basketball. At least they were. Doesn't seem like they really care about that much anymore. Right? I mean, based off of how they act, and they hired a coach. Any coach with a pulse who wants to win games and win a championship, you realize most coaches would drop what they're doing and dip out of their current team for the opportunity to coach Ohio State. If Ohio State gives them the NIL backing that the football team has. If the Ohio State basketball squad had the backing NIL-wise that the football team has, we might still be playing. Because, let me tell you, we wouldn't be settling for a lot of mid-major teams. We'd be going our kids in the portal. We'd be signing some of these top-tier kids. At least one. And then we, of course, would be getting, top-tier kids in recruiting every year, too. I think Anthony Thompson's one of the best players we've gotten in recruiting over the years, the last couple years. Thornton was really good, though. Malachi Branham was amazing, too. It's not like we don't get any good players. It's just like, I'm talking like the nationally, like top 3, top 4 players in the country. Maybe they go to Duke and Kentucky, which I understand. Got to earn that respect from these other players. Over time. Eight of 18 from the field this half. 2 for 7 from 3. 3 turnovers, 8 points in the paint for UCLA. 8 of 18, 2 of 9, 6 and 12 for UConn. So they're almost even in the total shots department. So Ross is back in for Smith for UConn. Remember, last year UConn, I think, lost to Florida in the tournament. Florida, of course, went on to win the Natty. And I know Hurley was not happy about how they did. Goes up, and he missed it. Oh, the heck is Jamerson doing? Damn. So here comes the Huskies. 6:36 to go. Probably have, what, 1 or 2 more TV timeouts left? Damari inside, and got a foul on Jamerson. That'll be... Well, now Sky Clark is going to return, as will Eric Daly and Xavier Booker. Yeah. Cronin not wasting any time getting his big dogs back out there. Gave him a little bit of a rest. Now he's got to get him back out there. His 3 leading scorers for the night. Caravan, Reed, getting hounded. Doubled. Goes up. Missed. Rebounded by Booker. So 6:03 to go. 58-54. Booker. Here's Clark. Booker. Back to Clark. Pull out is missed off the side. If you look, like UCLA has barely attempted any threes. Just crazy in this day and age. Demery. 3 is missed, but he's fouled. Foul is on Perry. Terrace Reed having a monster. I mean, having a good game. 8 and 9. I mean, 8 points, 9 boards. 3rd foul on Perry. 3 free throws. Free throw, good. Solo ball. Oh my God, what the hell? Free throw number 2 is good. From Mullins. Eric Freeney checks in for Daly. Oh my God. Third one is good. Missed. Underneath. Rebounded by UConn. 61-54. Underneath, all alone in the dunk by Ross. 4:56 to go. Ross has 11 points. Dent. I'm sorry, that's not Dent. Perry. Drive. Up, blocked. Caravan. All the way, and you got a technical on the coach. Cronin. Right? Yeah. Remember what I said. If the coach gets tossed, he just assumed you would. He's just standing there. He doesn't even say anything. Ref must have been hearing noises. Free throw good. Both free throws are good for Caravan. He's got 27. You're kidding me, man. I didn't even say nothing. I'm just standing here.
In a 65-54 game.
65-54 now. 7-0 run. 7-0 run in the last minute for UConn. Cronin didn't even look like he was doing anything when that happened. He was just standing there. He on that 2K delay. Pass inside. Up and in for two. And yep, UConn is pulling away now. Wow. Winner faces, I believe, Michigan State. That'll be fun, man. If we get that, you get Cohen Carr versus Caravan and Reed. Ooh, my God. Kohler, too. And Cooper. Because you know that Sparty team is pretty well loaded. Jeremy Fears. You get Fears versus Damari and them. Oh, baby. If that game is not late, I might have to do that game. I'm going to be doing all kinds of March Madness games. Some might just be one, some might be two games, depending on what's loaded, what the night looks like. Especially if there's a Cavs game involved too. If there's a Cavs game on, I'll be doing one college and one Cavs. If there's no Cavs games on, and we only have one banger game, I'll do the banger. I mean, we're getting to the point now where every game is probably going to be like this. Because at this point, we're getting the best of the best. Only what? 2 legit serious upsets this year? Not St. Mary's. I'm pretty sure there was like 2 legit upsets this year. Well, obviously, we just saw Iowa take down Florida. That was still crazy to think about. Iowa beating Florida, getting Nebraska and Iowa, and then freaking Sweet 16. Can't imagine my team being in a Sweet 16. It's been a while since we've been in there. 2012-13, I believe. A lot of those players are either retired out of basketball or they've been in the NBA for years. I think D'Lo was on that team. In fact, I'm going to look that up. While we wait, I'm going to look that up real quick. (2012, 2013) Ohio State basketball team. Ohio State. Yeah. Champion in 1960. Damn. They second round, first round, second, third round in 2014-15. They made it to the national semifinal in 2011, 2012 under Thad Matta. Wow. Oh, what did he do? Clap and they teed him up for that? Oh my God. We haven't made it really far since that 2011, 2012 team. National semifinal. We haven't been in the regional final since 2012-13. And that team had Aaron Kraft, Amir Williams. I mean, that team was good. Nobody like really serious. Now, the last team that we had that actually won a championship, won a game, was obviously 21-22 team. And that team had E.J. Liddell and Malachi Branham with Zed Key, Jamari Wheeler, Kyle Young, Justin Aarons, Cedric Russell, Michi Johnson, Eugene Brown, Joey Brunk, Jimmy Sotos, Sewing, and Harrison Hookfin. Wow. And Michi's still in college, too. All right. Missed the three. I missed the jumper. Yeah, they're pulling away now. Here's a pass. 3-ball. Nope. That probably would have been the dagger, too. Dent comes back with it. Kicks it out to Perry. Underneath. Up, fouled. Mullins with the foul. Ohio State, they haven't really had a lot of success as of late since Matta left. And the problem with Thad was he really lost his luster when it came to recruiting here. I don't know how he would have done with NIL, though. I don't know how he would have done with NIL. Probably could have done really well, to be fair. First free throw is good for Booker. One more coming up. Free throw number 2 is missed. Caravan with the rebound. He's got 27 points and 5 boards. Ross, Mullins, and Ball are in foul trouble, and Perry in foul trouble for the Bruins. Here's a drive. Nice pass. Reed goes with the throwdown. Largest lead tonight, 14. Clark bumps inside, getting lost in the traffic. Up and got it. Caravan the inbound. Caravan over Ross. Here's Smith. Smith with it. Caravan back to Smith. And it's Dent. Damari ready to come back in. Screened. Over. Braylon Mullins lost the ball. Perry takes it away. Back the other way, and he lost the ball himself. Malachi Smith comes up with it. Here's Smith working against Perry. And we have a whistle. That's on Clark. 1:51 to go in the game. Barring some crazy miracle, it looks like UConn's going to face off against Sparty in the round of 16. So Izzo versus Hurley. Looks like a good one. I think the winner of that game faces what? The winner of Duke and St. John's? My God, dude. Or is it the Nebraska side? Maybe it's Illinois. I don't know. But there's a lot to decipher. Daly will enter for Yeah, Daly's coming in. Reed missed the free throw. Kick out to the corner. Daly goes up and he missed it. Putback missed again, and a foul on Ross. That's his fifth. That's fouling out, right? In college. Yeah. 69-57. So he is going to leave. And Mullins will re-enter. There's some rather pleased UConn fans, as they will look like it looks like they're going to move on to face Michigan State in the Sweet 16. They're going to have their hands full with that Sparty team. That Sparty team is serious. Tyler Bilodeau, unfortunately, did not play tonight. He was a leading scorer. From here on out, it's going to be a whole bunch of Gillis in the tournament. You got to be a serious team to make it this far. And a foul on Clark. And we'll see Eric Freeney return for Perry. I'm still kind of puzzled at Kansas's strategy, though. Like fouling him, I guess, to prevent a final shot. Demery shooting 2. You got to contain Reed and Ball, but Caravan cooked you, as did Mullins.
We were talking at the beginning about coaches and their intensity. You said something like this at dinner last night about how your players look. You were tough on them. Mick, Dan are tough on their players. Their players well. Alex Caravan said Hurley's the most entitled to us.
And here comes one more free throw for Demery. And it's good. And now solo ball returns for Demery. Yeah, whatever. Ball 0 for 5 from the field. Yeesh. Caravan, Reed, and Mullins did a lot of damage tonight. They have like what? 50 of the 71 points. Spin and another whistle. Another foul. It's on Malachi Smith. His third, I believe. Or second. Minute 17 to go. Free throw. I'm sorry, you missed it. You missed the free throw. Oh. Huh. It's going to be weird not making a thumbnail tonight for a video tomorrow or for a stream. Free throw off the front of the rim. No good. Brought down by the Huskies. Gotta get it across. They do. And a foul. Is he saying Brandon? Thought he was calling Brandon or something on the court. Oh, whatever. Mullins shooting 2. Foul is on Daly. His third. Free throw good. As a freshman. Wow. Alabama beating up on Texas Tech. 52-28. That's tough. Having a stinker in the tournament game, that's tough. 73-57. About a minute to go. Daly misses the 3. Rebounded by Reed. And they might just pretty much sit on this one. Less than a minute to go. Cross court, solo ball. UConn fans getting loud. as they will be facing off against Sparty in the round of 16. And they're going to probably get, looks like Rye. No, it's not Rye. That's Caravan going over to say what's up to his teammates coming off as they're going to, looks like empty the bench. Yeah. Getting all the star players out. Jake Seidler checks in for UCLA. Jack Seidler. So it's Corona, Ribe, Ponovich, Furphy, and Millender on the floor for UConn. Booker, Clark, Daly, Freeney, Seidler for UCLA. Seidler missed a 3, and this is going to wrap it up. The UConn Huskies are going to the Sweet 16 once again. They will face Tom Izzo and the Spartans of Michigan State in the Sweet 16. Should be a good one. That'll be, I'm not sure what date, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually. Banger, 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 baby. Oh, yeah. Great game. Fun game. It was fun until UConn pulled away at the end. 31st win of the year for UConn. Box score real quick, and then I'm dipping out of here. I will see you guys on Tuesday for Cavs and Magic. So, UCLA, not a whole lot of scoring. 13 for Booker, 12 for Daly, 11 apiece for Dent and Clark, 5 for Perry. Bench, only 5 points from their bench. 3 from Williams and 2 from Jamerson. That's it. And then UConn had a freaking amazing game out of Caravan. I mean, the dude was insane tonight. 36 minutes for Caravan. 27 points. 17 from Mullins and 10 for Reed. Only 2 from Malachi Smith. 0 from Ball, who went 0 for 5. So it's not like he didn't try. Jaden Ross off the bench had 11. And 4 from Ribe. And then 2 from Demery. Or Demery, whatever. Overall, though, UCLA went 19 of 49 from the field, 39%, 5 of 13 from 3, and 14 of 21 from the line. So 39% from the field, 38% from 3, 67% from the line, 24 rebounds, 14 assists, 11 turnovers, 4 steals, 1 block from Booker, and then 17 fouls. And then for UConn, 23 of 49 from the field, 47%. 8 of 24 from 3, 33%, and 19 of 21 from the line, 90%. 36 rebounds. They out-rebounded them by 12, mostly from Reed, who is a monster in the paint. 16 assists, only 16 turnovers. Ew. Mostly from Mullins. 7 steals, 5 blocks. 3 from Reed himself. And then, of course, 20 fouls. So, we're looking at the second round. Let's peek this up real quick. Gotta fix the scoreboard again. Hang on. Oh, yeah, Tom Izzo. Damn, calling him an OG. Man, imagine that. Getting called an OG by freaking Izzo's probably like, man, he calling you everyone in that coaching text chain is probably like, he's calling you an OG, calling you an unk. He real, he OG. OG Izzo. Anyways, looking at the bracket, the Sweet 16 is mostly set. In the East region, you got Duke and St. John's, Sparty and UConn. Oh, God, we might have Duke and UConn. Oh, boy. Like I said, what a murderer's row that'll be. Oh, my. Only the realest of the real, the baddest of the bad get through that. Now, in the South region, Illinois versus Houston, Iowa and Nebraska. I like how 3/4 of the South are all Big Ten. That is funny. And then also in the West Regional, Arizona, Arkansas, Texas, Purdue. And then in the Midwest, it's looking like it'll be Bama and Team Up North on March 27th at 7:35. Tennessee and Iowa State at 10:10 p.m. So we know most of the times. 7:10, Duke, St. John's. 9:45, Sparty, UConn. Oh God! So I'm probably going to pick one or the other. And then 9:45 on March 26th, Arizona, Arkansas. 7:10, Texas, Purdue on March 26th, Thursday. And then on March 26th, 7:30, Iowa, Nebraska. 10:05, March 26th, Illinois, Houston. And then Tennessee, Iowa State at 10:10. Team Up North versus probably Alabama at 7:35. So they're probably gonna have two games going on at the same time, pretty much. I'll make my choice as to what games I'll be doing. So keep an eye out, and I'll let you guys know. But with that being said, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. And another night, another day of college basketball has come and gone. It was a fun day, and both games were all right. They were entertaining. So no trash outs tonight, though. Darn. Got one tech, though. One tech to Cronin because he apparently clapped. Oh, no crash outs. So I guess that's a good thing. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Buckeyes, I guess. See you guys on Tuesday. I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah.